Hello and welcome to this video where today I'm hoping to see some otters. So we're actually on our sailing holiday and we've anchored in this loch, and last night we saw our first ever wild otter. Despite coming to Scotland for many years, we actually got our first proper encounter with an otter. So I've got some video footage from that from yesterday, but it was still quite far away. So the plan is I'm up nice and early. It's just gone 6 o'clock in the morning, and hopefully we might be able to see them again, because there were two, and get a little bit closer, get some better photos and videos, and generally have a lovely morning. It's slow progress getting down here. Yesterday when we went out, we were able to dinghy over most of the way and then walk on the flats. It's such a lovely morning to be up and out. The 5 o'clock alarm was hard, but it's definitely worth it now. What I'm doing, I'm just walking a little way and then stopping and having a look through the binoculars, scanning the shorelines to see if I can see any sign of anything moving. There's a lot of jumping fish in this loch, so every now and again you see an absolutely massive fish jumping out the water, which is quite fun, but no otters just yet. With the way the shoreline on this loch is, there's quite a lot of seaweed quite close in, and I don't think they're going to be in swimming amongst that. So I think my best bet is to get down to where the river joins the loch, because that shouldn't have as much seaweed in it, and hopefully we'll get lucky there. So I've made it now as far as I can go on this side of the loch. This was pretty much where we saw them yesterday, just over the other side of the mouth of the river. So it's still quite early. I think it's I don't think it's even 7 yet. It is, so it's 5 to 7. So I think what I'm going to do is probably sit out for about an hour and just cross everything. But something does show up, really. I mean, the water's still going out, but it shouldn't get too much lower in this area, because like I said, this is the mouth of the river as it enters into the loch. It's now a case of waiting and getting lucky, I would say. Okay, so it's now 8 o'clock and I've been out for an hour now. I've not seen any otter action. I've still been scanning the shore and sort of further out into the loch to see if there's any movement out there, and there really isn't much in the way of anything at the moment, which is a shame. There's lots of jumping fish though, but trying to predict where they're going to jump is quite hard. So I think what I'm going to do, I've got to go back to the boat now. So I'm going to walk back, and if I see anything, then I shall get back to you. But yeah, as of yet, radio silence on the otter front. So I'm back up here at the dinghy now. Unfortunately there wasn't anything to see on the way back up to the dinghy, which was a shame. However, I've had a lovely morning out here in the sunshine, and this is not the last of my otter expeditions, that's for sure. So it's actually been about 10 days since I last went out trying to find otters, and our sailing adventure hasn't exactly gone to plan, and we've actually found ourselves back at the loch where we first saw the otters. So I'm taking full advantage of that, and Tim has just dropped me on shore and we are going to go out and hopefully try and find them again today. Now it's a different time of day. Obviously last time I came out it was first thing in the morning, so it's actually just gone past 4 o'clock and it is low tide here as well. And when we saw them the first time on our first day when we were here, it was in the evening at low tide. So fingers crossed. I don't need to get back to the boat for any exact time. So I'm hoping that we can spend some time walking down, looking for the binoculars and hoping we will get our otter encounter today. So I've not seen anything just yet, but it's still early days, and my plan is to walk down to where I sat last time by the bridge, because that is where we did see them, and I'm hoping that potentially that's where they like to hang out, and I might just get lucky. So we're down sort of by the river now. I haven't seen any otters so far, but I sort of wasn't really expecting to. It's still quite early. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sit down now and just sit and wait. There's some sand martins, I think they are, flying around, so I'm going to try and photograph them because they're coming down low over the water, which is quite nice to see. And yeah, just sit and wait. It's a bit breezy, so hopefully the midges won't find me. Now, one thing I did bring from the boat with me this time is actually a pillow to sit on, because it was really uncomfortable sitting down on the rocks last time. So I've got my pillow and I'm just going to sit and wait. Now if I'd thought ahead enough, I would have actually brought my chair from home, because you know that little seat pad that I've got, you should probably see it in some of my videos, that would be ideal to sit down out here on. But at least I've got something, better than nothing, isn't it? So yeah, get the camera out and then yeah, just a waiting game and a hoping game, really. I very optimistically brought the 70 to 200 as well. That might be a bit optimistic, but better to have it and not need it. Right, let's see if we can get one of these sand martins to start with. That's going to be easier said than done, I think. There we go, first attempt. Alright, well, it's nice, but I'm sure we can get better. Let's work on that. think I got lucky with that first shot. Just not managed to get another one since. But also, well, not very good ones. It's not just sand martins. I think there's some swallows in with this lot as well, which is quite cool. So I will try again to get another shot of them. Because they're so small and so fast. It's hard enough trying to just get them in the frame, let alone then get them in focus. Every now and again you get like a slower one, but by the time I've then acquired it, it's sped up again and it's gone. The swallows, sand and house martins were a joy to watch, even if they were hard to photograph, and I did manage to get some nice images of them flying over the water, even if I did have to do a fair bit of cropping. It was then back to waiting to see if the otters or any other wildlife would show up. We've been sat here for 2 hours now and not really seen much. We had obviously like the swifts and the sand martins and the swallows to start with, but they've gone in now. And the tide is coming up, and everything that I've read about coastal otters is that when the tide is in, they are resting. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and stick it out for another hour. The midges haven't found me yet, and neither has the rain. So I think whilst I'm here, I might as well give it my best shot and just wait a bit longer. Okay, so it hasn't been too long since my last check-in. It's been about 20 minutes. However, it feels like it's going to come into rain. So what I've done, I have put my cover on my camera, and I think what I'm going to do is actually going to start making my way back to the boat, because I'm a bit dubious as to if I'm going to see anything. Like I said, the tide's coming up, and all that I read online said that at high tide they're likely to be resting. So my plan is I'm going to walk back up towards the boat. I'm going to keep my binoculars and the camera out, so if I do see something, I can stop and take a photograph of it, hopefully. So yeah, not ideal, but it is what it is. I am now back on the shore at my pickup point, and Tim is on his way to get me. Now, unfortunately, I didn't see anything on my way back up to this point, but on the plus side, it didn't rain, so every cloud and all. So yeah, a shame I didn't see anything today, but hopefully next time I will.